Big Brother is having one of the most impressive first weeks in the history of the series. Instead of everyone working together to get one person out the door, the houseguests have been forced to work in teams, raising the stakes and causing problems for the head of household. Frenchie, bless his heart, has been making deals with the whole house, including both of his nominees. He wanted someone to volunteer to be a pawn, and in Big Brother, you might as well walk out the door if you agree to be a pawn. Frenchie threatened to break the status quo, but in doing so, he's had the messiest head of household in recent memory, putting himself as a big target, and it's been pretty embarrassing. As someone who tweets Big Brother, he should have known how the game goes, and making deals with everyone was always going to come back and bite him. Wednesday's episode picked up after the nominations ceremony, and Frenchie continued to try to convince everyone he was a genius at the game. But all the other houseguests were blindsided by the nominations, and not in a good way. How can people really make deals with Frenchie if he's not sticking to his word? Not one to mince words, Alyssa confronted Frenchie about nominating her after promising her safety. His response? My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. We are totally paraphrasing here, but you get the gist of it. Frenchie doesn't own up to his mistakes, and he knowingly put a target on Christian and Alyssa by implying they were in a showmance. Like we said, messy. Alyssa and Christian managed to convince him of his mistake, and he started worrying about the future of the game because of his big blunder. Frenchie's attention switched to Derek X, who he decided had to be the one to go this week. He said Derek X was close with Travis, another meathead, and formed alliances with the rest of the house. Yes, Frenchie's paranoia is embarrassing, but it's making the first week exciting. Nobody is voting with the house because they have no clue what is going on. This is Frenchie's world, and everyone is just living in it. The good thing going for Derek X is that Brent told his ally about Frenchie's plan to target him, allowing his friend to make plans to stay in the game. At the Veto, we had Frenchie, Keelan, Alyssa, Tiffany, Derek X, and Keelan. Derek X immediately decided to do the opposite of the other houseguests, and started his puzzle from the bottom, leaving him the opportunity to look at the other puzzles when he finished that part. It paid off big time. Derek X won, but the other houseguests watching realized his plan, and that could solidify him as a competition beast. Frenchie was in a panic in the aftermath as Keelan and Derek X pleaded with him to save one of them. Ultimately, Derek X saved Keelan, leaving Frenchie's mouth on the floor. Karma, right? Travis was the replacement nominee, meaning our final two nominations of the week are Alyssa and Travis. The first eviction airs Thursday on CBS at 8/7C.